Hello everyone, I'm Drax. You're tuned in to Draxatron, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 1 of Let's Play Atomfall, The Wicked Isle. This is the DLC that came out recently, and I thought there was no time like the present to dive right in. So let's get started, shall we? Now, my understanding is to begin this DLC, you have to go down to the Wyndham Village docks and speak to a gentleman you find hanging out there. I'm not 100% sure where he is, but we will find him. Alright, you two need to spread out. Y'all been standing there like that for ages. The game does not start a separate line of play whenever you kick into this DLC. You have to load from a previous save and then go to Wyndham and find the gentleman at the docks. So this save game that I started from was one that I had left from just before I entered the interchange to take down Oberon. So technically speaking, Oberon is still, I wouldn't say alive and kicking, but still there. But as far as headcanon goes, Oberon's gone. And I guess in time, the quarantine zone will be opened up. Now I think I see a red light on a boat over there on that far dock, so I probably am going in the wrong direction. Let's head over there and find out. Yeah, that right over there. I think that might be him.
The Yanks dropped that caused all this.
Love, I don't think the Yanks dropped any atom bombs on England. No offense. Is the phone going to ring? Probably not. Okay. We seem to be having technical difficulties. There he is. That's the man we're looking for. Mr. Anderson.
Look, I've not much time, and you're the sort I need. If you're after passage to the Isle, I can take you over there right now. But you have to promise you'll help once we get there. Really? You've not heard out? Don't suppose they talk about it much in Wyndham anymore. Sorry, in a bit of a flap, getting ahead of myself. Suppose an explanation's in order. The name's Bill. Bill Anderson. I'm just about the only bloke round here who knows these waters well enough to get you over to Midsummer Isle. There's something I need on that island, and I reckon if you come with, you might be able to help me find it. Don't fret, it'll be worth your while. There's plenty more to find on the island, if you know where to look. Something I lost and need back, that's all. I'd say more, but, well, it's personal. Look, I'll tell you more when we reach the Isle, but we need to get moving before tides shift.
Of course, there's always more to it than is being told, but alright, let's go to the Isle.
Thank God. Knew you'd see sense. I'll make ready to cast off.
And away we go. He called the place Midsummer Isle. I hope this isn't going to be
Midsummer Isle.
some kind of play off that wacky horror mystery movie that came out back in 2019.
There on the hill are the ruins of the old abbey. Quite the sight, isn't it?
Great, an old abbey. The veteran gamer in me knows there's always some funky mess of some sort that goes on in old ruined abbeys. Looking at that one reminds me of a very old PC game that I played back in when did I think it came out in 2001, if that tells you how long ago it was. Clive Barker's Undying. There were multiple segments of the game where you visited the ruins of this massive ancient abbey that was on the grounds of the estate of the family that you were both trying to help and fighting against in equal measures, really. All right, Bill, what's the news?
You know, might sound strange, but it's good to be back. Here, before I forget, take this chart. Waters round here are dangerous, but this shows the safe routes back to Wyndham. You can use my boat, travel back and forth to the mainland as often as you like. I'm heading inland, once I've gathered a few of my things. I've made camp in an old cellar nearby. I'll wait there for you. Come and meet me and we'll get to business. Here, give me a map and I'll mark the location of my camp. Aye. Story is, place was abandoned back in Shakespeare's day. The island used to be a sanctuary for the monks that lived there, but it's naught but ruins now. It's an odd place, up there. Can be risky to wander the ruins alone, just so you know.
Fair enough.
Same thing that happened to all the abbeys and the like back in Tudor times. Old place dissolved and stripped of anything of value by royal decree. That's what the history books will tell you, at least, but to tell the truth, there's all sorts of stories about the old monks of this isle. Look, if you're really interested in digging around out here, those abbey ruins would likely be the best place to start. Here, I'll mark them on your map for you. Just keep your wits about you. Don't dig too deep, neither. Some of the stories about this place, the things they say about the old monks that lived here, but that's quite enough from me. No reason to let an old man's tales trouble you. Farewell, friend. Don't you forget our agreement. Meet me at that cellar, aye?
Bill's talking about the dissolution of the monasteries that was carried out by Henry VIII back in the late 1530s and early 1540s. Basically, he disbanded all the Catholic monasteries and convents and such in England and Wales and Ireland, seized all their wealth, disposed of all their assets, and in the process had quite a few of the buildings and relics destroyed. Essentially, you could call it a way to increase revenue, but in a very unpleasant way. But then again, Henry VIII wasn't exactly known for being a gentle person. Anyway, let's see here. Yet another abandoned village. Yep. Let's get our trusty shotgun out. What's this? The Monastery at Midsummer. A page torn from a history book. Midsummer Abbey, the ruins of which still cast a watchful eye over the Isle and Lake Windermere. The abbey was constructed in 1204 and remained an active monastery for over 400 years. It is a remarkable example of a site that survived the initial threat of dissolution as ordered by Henry VIII in 1537. Okay, so they didn't actually suffer from the dissolution. Local records suggest that the monastery might even have had its peak in the early 1600s before its abrupt abandonment not long after. A little more is known about the abbey and the monks that used to live here, their fates shrouded in mystery. All right, then. Another place. It looks like everybody just pulled up stakes and left. Who the hell is this? Are you friendly or hostile? Oh, you're hostile.
You're not welcome here!
Terrific. We've got friendly locals, folks.
Hey, what was that?
Is he following me? What's this? It's a machine gun ammo. Alright then. Ooh, some herbs. You have got to be kidding me. Operator.
Welcome to Midsummer Island. Nice, isn't it?
Magnificent.
It isn't really. It's perfectly horrid. Pretty, but horrid. Lots of history, if that's your bag. Chaps in habits, things discovered, things hidden. Enjoy your visit. Try not to die.
Helpful as always. Druid's Tonic. Okay. What do we got here? Makeshift tonic brewed by the Druids of Midsummer Isle. Restores a significant amount of health over time, causes infection. Great. That would be something you would save for a moment of absolute desperate need. Oh boy. All right. Now I think that fella that wasn't very friendly, he's down that direction. So maybe if we stay over this way, we won't run into him. Of course, that's not to say he's not got compatriots hiding somewhere. Painkillers. No. That house is overrun by the monks knew. Buried in the soil, an angel. The monks knew. They are with it too. I hear them all. A divine cacophony, a divine purpose. Someone else who, like Mother Jago, views the voice, the spirit, as some kind of divinity. Old abandoned chapel. The bells toll. Forgive me, Alice. My pen finds the words when my mouth cannot. I've never heard his voice, not really. If in my chapel, which we tended to each day, I could not hear the voice of the Lord, then why, from the ruins of the abbey, can I still hear the bells toll? There's something evil on this island, something wrong. The ringing echoes in my skull. There was fire across the mirror, and now there are only ghosts. There is nothing left for our God here. Fire across the mirror must have been the explosion at Windscale, but I'm only guessing. And why? I guess it's just going to keep reminding me that Dr. Holder wants me to poison Oberon. Alright, what are we looking at here? The Abbey ruins are there. Don't know what that is over that way. Bill's cellar hideout is that way. So I need to follow the path here to find that hideout. There's another one of those bandits up there. Trader camp. So there's a trader hiding upstairs, eh?
Hello? Who goes there? Wait.
Hello?
You're no bandit.
No.
Hello, stranger. This is a surprise. I
Isn't
don't
it?
know you from my time in Wyndham, or anyone I've seen here on Midsummer. Come in on a convoy, did you? How did you make your way out here? I didn't mean it quite that literally. But that's interesting all the same. I had no idea Bill was still ferrying people over. It's really not a safe journey. I'm Jenny Coggins. Journalist from London, what seems like a lifetime ago. Came down to write a piece about the atom plant. Now I'm stuck here, just like everyone else. Still working on my piece. Though the tone's changed somewhat. That's my story. Now it's your turn. What are you looking for on Midsummer, really?
Let's not be too prying on our first meet. Just tell her this.
In search of mysteries too, eh? See? We have so much in common. Since we both seem to be burdened with curiosity, I'll let you in on a secret for free. One that also serves as a warning. The island's got its share of outlaws. Rough folk, I won't lie. Itching for a scrap if you're out in the open air. I've a truce with them, but you're a stranger here, so watch out. Where they camp, however, in a bunker on the northern tip of the island, they can be more reasonable. Jean, she's their leader. She's usually open to a chat. She's a solid sort, a survivor. I hitched a ride over with her, actually. You might want to pay Jean a visit in that bunker of theirs. Tell her I sent you. You're more likely to get a friendly reception that way. Oh, I've got some stuff to trade as well, if you have any interest. It's really just the outlaws who pass by this way, so I'd appreciate another customer.
Well, let's see what she's got. Oh, let's do this first. I spoke to Jenny Coggins, a journalist on Midsummer Isle. She told me about a camp of bandits in a bunker to the north who can be more reasonable than those wandering the isle itself. Jenny knows their leader, Jean, personally, and said that if I mention Jenny's name, she's more likely to give me a friendly reception. All right. Let's see what you've got, Jenny. Arrow poison. Explosive lures. Painkillers. Pistol ammo, got plenty of that. And, of course, tins of breakfast tea. But for now, I should be going.
Don't be a stranger.
All right. Now that we know there's at least one friendly face on this part of the isle, and now we know what this is up here. Probably a old bunker from back during the war that served no further useful purpose, so it was abandoned like all the rest. Anybody need some glass? And it looks like that's the most direct route to get around the other side of the Abbey if we wanted to go to the bunker. But as I said, for now we're going to focus on getting to Bill's cellar hideout. and meet many lovely people along the way, no doubt. What's this? One of those things. Let's see here. Don't look like we've got any other direct route. So let's see if just skirting it will do the trick. Yeah, there we go. That would have hurt. Okay, so Bill's cellar is up this way. How much further? Well, we're right on top of it, so it must be outside. All right. Aha. If there's one thing I despise, it's telemarketers who don't know how and when to give up. Somebody's been using a lot of Druid's elixir.
Stuff ain't right. It ain't the right stuff. We'll speak again soon enough. They'd never be parted again.
Oh. Rip Kirby in the case of the man from nowhere. Rip Kirby intervenes to save the newly acquired fortune of Crusher Twickham, the man from nowhere, as he is caught up in a pernicious globe-trotting plot involving blackmail, murder, mistaken identity, and the pursuit of true love. Can Rip save Crusher from the ruthless machinations of the devious con man Sharp Haskin before his client loses his fortune and his girl? Yeah, all right then. I'm just in here taking all kinds of stuff. At least I know where a few things are, if I need them. Bill?
Stranger, Oh, I didn't hear you come in. Still in one piece, then. That's good to see. Bottles? Oh, these. They're naught but disappointments, each and every one. None of them work right. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Listen, we should get to business. I need your help finding something. That's why we're here. This island, it's got an old history of mead making. They've been making mead on this island for as long as anyone can remember. Long before that atom plant were built. 350 years ago, or thereabouts, the monks up in that abbey started brewing the stuff. Became well known for it. That mead was special. Fresh as stuff. There's odd folk in them ruins now. Been there since the disaster, calling themselves druids and praying to the land. These druids, you see, they've been trying to brew up the mead again. But something about it's not right.
Probably some of the same druids that we encounter in the quarantine zone.
Hard to say. Monks wrote that it connected them to something older. Something that came long before us. We used to think it was all just an old ghost story. But since the disaster, since I lost, well, let's just say that there might be more truth to it all than most folk reckoned. That's why I need your help. I need to see for myself if it's true. Point is, there's something wrong with the recipe the druids are using. We used to drink the real stuff back in the day, and whatever the druids are brewing, well, it's missing something. The monk's mead was like nothing else. It put you in touch with what's come before. Made it feel like the past were now somehow. The monks added something to their mead. Something special and secret. Something the druids don't have, or haven't found. Whatever the missing ingredient is, I need to find it.
I'm already starting to wonder how this might be connected, however directly or indirectly, to Oberon and its influence on the area.
The Abbey had a brewery, not far from here. In ruins now, of course, but the druids are always nearby, so I've never had a chance to get a proper look inside. But the secret to making the monk's mead will be in there, hidden away. I'm sure of it. Please, if you could find a way in there, might be we could get our hands on that ingredient, whatever it is, before the druids find it. You will? Oh, thank you, thank you. You don't know how much this means to me, stranger. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Here, take this flask. My wife, she gave it to me. I'll mark the old brewery ruins on your map, please. Help me find whatever the monks hid over there. Even a drop of whatever their secret ingredient were might do the trick.
Well, let's see here. Infected honeycomb. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. All right then. So the brewery is up this direction. And the place is, well, there's the Wicker Man, so we know the place is crawling with druids. Speaking of, oops. Yeah, here we go. See if there's a gap in the wall somewhere, or oh, here we go. There's a path, but oh, that was fun. Oh, I see. He's the one directing the bees. Much as I hate to. It burns and it stings. Wow, this is pretty brutal, ain't it? Let's use a health kit. This guy's pretty damn brutally tough, isn't he? What the hell? Well, I guess that didn't work, did it? Let's go back to our last checkpoint. I guess I'll have to go through and... Thought for sure if I could knock him down that I might be able to stop the swarms, but I guess that doesn't work. No worries. Lesson learned. We'll just try to find a way to avoid that guy. If we can. That thing kind of reminds me of that one weird creature you encountered in the silo in Half-Life that was always couldn't see you, but it could hear you, and it was always banging on the walkway. You had to wait it out or distract it by throwing grenades and stuff like that. Okay. Now then. We are trespassing. What a surprise. Brewery cellar. he's not going to move, is he? There's another one right over there. Where's he going to? If this one would turn his back, I could probably do a takedown on him, but he won't turn.
Dead.
Well, that definitely looks colorful. More infected honeycomb. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Carved stone. A message carved on a stone found in an old section of the brewery. The angel's essence lies within. The key belongs to the orchard's earth. Well, there it is. Whatever it is. Alright. Now that we at least have a new direction to go in. So we know it's somewhere on these grounds, but that's all we really know. I wonder. The exact location unknown. The orchard's earth, so it's buried in the ground somewhere? Or one of those beekeepers. It's carrying it. That'd be the real rub, wouldn't it? Let me think. Trying to think of where. Well, I can't see out those windows. I can see out this one, but not very well. I hear something moving around. Oh, there's one of those assholes. He's literally wearing a basket for a head. I might disable him for a minute, but I don't think it's going to stop him entirely. Nope. Apparently these cats can't be killed. least not killed by conventional means. Yeah. And he's sending his bees after me. Run for your lives. What we got here? Try to make for the hills before we get totally stung to death. Jesus Christ, people. Let's retreat down here for a minute and see what we can do. Alright, now that we've found something. Alright, we now have the upgraded... Why is it not switching to the... Oops. New and improved metal detector. So now let's slide back out here and see if we can take care of business without tangling with that damned beekeeper again. I'm not very hopeful. There he is over there. He does see me, unfortunately. Even as we're getting stung, we are searching for the secrets. Ah! How about that shit? Now let's see if we can flee back indoors before we get stung to death. I don't even know why I got so lucky with that, but I'm not going to question it. I just had this weird sense of, hey. Let's see here. Where was... Alright, here we go. The page is hundreds of years old, barely preserved by the case it was buried in. We may soon be buried, but our final bottles will be left for future generations to taste and find enlightenment. An angel came to this land, and from its essence was born our mead. To drink of the essence is to banish death, to become ancient, to be joined as one, to know us as we once were and forever will be. Isn't it exciting? Let me take care of my health before I forget completely. It was a good thing I heard the metal detector beep when I was trying to dodge that damned beekeeper. Just a random piece of paper stuck on the wall. Oh god, I don't want to drink this. All right then. New skill available. New decomposition. Interesting. You are, let's see, your mind has a newfound connection to the soil through drinking the angel's essence, an elixir created by the old monks of Midsummer Isle. You are now able to find and view fragments of memories from the time of the Abbey. Oh. And what, pray, is this? Performing a takedown while infected will cause an enemy's body to rapidly decompose into fungal spores. Their remains will not be detected by enemies. That could be useful. So I suppose now we're infected with whatever this crap is, which I'm convinced it's either Oberon or some funky offshoot of Oberon. Can't think of what else it could be. Others referred to Oberon as an angel or a god. So, what the hell? Okay, now to get back out of here, preferably without being lit upon by every bee on the isle. Preferably. Make haste. I don't want to linger any more than I have to. Give that a moment to reset. Funny, I didn't remember seeing those druids over there.
You are troubling. You'll regret it.
Yup. Heretics will die.
Let's read this right quick. A centuries-old parchment, tattered and faded. The angel has brought us a deep peace. Never before have we appreciated God's gift of this world so deeply. We hear the wisdom of the land. The soil whispers it. The bees hum with it. We partake of their industry and are enlightened. That's wonderful.
Go or die, heretic.
I'm not a heretic.
Steady on. Don't go running into a trap.
Really?
Keep your head in future.
Trying to run away from you, asshats.
You will be more useless dead. You'll suffer what you said. Heretic will die.
Where the hell are we? Okay, we got kind of sidetracked. We're headed back to the cellar. Yeah, you go on back over there and leave me alone. Really?
I think they're retreating!
Seriously, stop dodging me, you.
Time to bleed.
Alright, really? Oh my god. I was trying to get away from you people. You are so damned annoying. Did you know that? And guess what? We're right back where we started.
We don't know you.
I don't know you either. So I guess we're equal.
This is your final warning. Leave. Is that it? Did I scare him off?
We don't know you.
I don't know you either.
Leave ya. Shot.
Seems like the harder I tried to run away, the harder they tried to chase me. Best just to leave it be.
That ingredient is in the brewery, I'm sure of it. Please, find some and bring it back for me. Bloody hell, you found it? Just when I was starting to give up hope, too. Thank you, friend. There, something to show me gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
Stop your worrying, I know what I'm doing. Now,
All right.
please, just give me the flask, eh? I've been waiting for it for so long. Finally! Oh, Edith, I finally have it! I'll be with you soon, my love. Edith? Your voice. It isn't. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, God! I have been called forth.
Bill? Are you there?
I thought it might be like waking, but I feel that no more time has passed than is necessary to blink. I blink, and the world has changed. I have changed. The flesh weighs upon me differently now. Bill? Ah, I understand you. He has gone now. I taste the old memories of this body. A boatman. He has gone now. He is one with the mass. I feel the passage of the years, and it is of no more significance than the pages of a book, their edges stroked beneath the thumb. I count perhaps 350 pages. The leaves, the rush of the ages. I was once the prior of the abbey here. My name was Ignatius, I think. 350 years, all in a blink. The Mass calls me up to be its voice, to enact its will. Quite the contrary. He is made eternal, his soul at one with the rest of my brothers. You are concerned with the flesh, and understandably so, but it is as ephemeral as a mayfly. It is the spirit that endures. The angel that fell has slept these long ages, but now it stirs. We again hear the voice of God and hearken to it. The soil whispers anew across the water, and the isle listens. The dream of life fades as true life returns to this land.
I already know the answer to this question, I think, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
It is part of the divine, sent to us as a gift. Your heart and mind are insufficient to compass its glory. Even we, within the Order, can only guess at the span of its full effulgence. Our Order uncovered these truths 350 years ago. My brothers and I never truly died here. We lived on in the land. God allowed us to share our knowledge with one another, unfettered by time and failings of flesh. Since that time, the angel has slept, and my brethren with it. We did not intend more than a century of slumber, but it is no matter. Now we are all connected through this sacred plot, this blessed place.
So, in other words, the monks that used to live in the abbey apparently somehow discovered Oberon and its unusual abilities and made use of them, and now they're part of the voice that Mother Jago was always banging on about. Or at least that's my best guess.
You are beginning to understand. That is impressive. By sacrificing the flesh, one may experience immortality. That is what it means to join with the Mass. Enough talk. I have purpose, and I must set to work with dispatch. Now, the abbot, our leader. What did he intend? Wait, an aberration. Where is the abbot's mind? What did he will? Did he not join with the Mass? You have? Then you must also feel a bond with the Mass. Perhaps that is a bond from which profit may be sought. 350 years ago, we were all to go to the Angel to join with the Mass. The abbot, his mind should be intertwined with ours, but I cannot feel it. Wait, but I recall. His body joined us, but his mind did not. He kept it from us. To separate himself was sinful, but he must atone. We must reclaim the abbot's remains. Without him, we are as a ship without a navigator. And you, perhaps there is a reason God has placed you before me. You must be the one to find our lost abbot and return him to the Mass. You have been selected by God as a vessel of change. This is a great honor.
I don't think it's God that selected me for anything, but okay.
This body, it is not ideal for my purposes. It is older, weaker than I would have chosen. Yet I must cosset it, for it is all that I now have. But this isle is dangerous.
Yeah, no shit.
This is not without recompense. There is much I can offer you. Are you not here in a search for understanding? I can aid you in that. Escape I can also offer you, but know this, that there can be no escape without understanding. I must find the abbot. There is a cave near here where the relics most sacred to our order were kept. If there is any way to find the abbot's remains, that cave may lend a trace to the trail. The druids that swarm this isle now have no understanding of the importance of our mission. Prepare yourself for their hostility.
All right then, let's see what we've got here. Prior Ignatius wants me to find the abbot's remains. The prior told me that he can't access the former abbot's mind, which means the abbot never, quote-unquote, joined the mass. He asked me to search for the abbot's remains, which must have been hidden somewhere on the isle. He suspects the abbot's remains were hidden in a cave not far from the cellar hideout, which he has marked on my map. Well, all right then. So there's where we're going. And by the look of things, it is right in the heart of Druid territory. Yeah, no big deal. It'll have to be done one way or another. What's this? Don't come looking for me. To my bill, I don't have much strength left in me, but I have to write this, even if you never see it. I know this will be hard for you, love, but don't come looking for me. Don't dwell on where I've gone. It's a fool's errand, and you were never a fool. I'll be waiting for you. We will be together one day in a better place. But before that day comes, I want you to get on and live your life. Yours, now and forever, Edith. No. He did it anyway. Ah, Bill. But yeah, love can make us do all sorts of foolish and short-sighted things. All right then. Now to see what we can do about... Okay, so the cave is down there past the Wicker Man there. I'm guessing that cave is underneath the Wicker Man there.
Go if you want to live.
Let's look up here just for the hell of it. Oh, look, an MOD crate. Odd place to find one, but I won't complain. Come on, get down the ladder. I guess that thing's having a conniption. Aha, there we go. Trespassing again, of course. See if we can find the remains of the abbot. Let's bring out the infield. I'll see 2 druids. Goodness gracious. It's quite a cave. What's this? Never more clearly. I have never heard the voice more clearly than I do here in our sacred cave. I can feel that certainty, that final tantalizing truth buried below. The land here reaches out for something. I can feel its craving to be brought back into communion with that once lost. If only I could see more clearly what is sought, that I might better serve, but the way is yet unclear. Well, that's oof. They smack somebody upside the head with that, they'd feel it. Have some herbal tea.
The voice. It's time to bleed.
I did that. Head. Whoa.
Pretty damn durable, aren't they? You do that. Let's see where that.
There's nobody here.
Right there.
Time to bleed.
Well, where did you come from?
Hang on. It's not that bad.
Let's see what's going on.
There you are!
I'm fighting somebody. This sword.
Don't particularly care much for just having to blow everyone away, but hey. I don't like dying any more than I absolutely have to in places like this. Oh shit, I'm out of shells.
Bloody right, bloody teller.
Well, that one did a runner, didn't he?
You, cheeky.
Gather now. Clean up. Keep fighting.
You know, for being Mr. running around carrying the cool thing in your hand, you sure are good at just running around and not much else. I see you. And stay down. At least they're kind enough to carry bread that I can make use of.
You will be my use.
They're running.
Murderer!
Wouldn't have to if y'all just leave me in peace. But a man can't just quietly slip in and then slip back out and not be bothered. He's got to be shot at, smacked with blades, and what all. It just, yeah. Let's see. No, I don't. I'm getting flashbacks to those caves back on the mainland.
I saw that. I know you're there. Your intentions are unclear.
Hey, I see you. Stay where you are. Be more careful, for Christ's sake. Bloody hell. Carve them up.
Gonna play nice.
There! Spotted you!
Hang on!
Time to leave.
Now play dead. Good boy. Somebody got ritually sacrificed, it looks like. More than one somebody's. It's funny how you seem to never run out of cloth, but you're constantly picking up glass bottles. A bard crate. Ah, and a recipe for poisoned arrows. But even with all these magnificent discoveries, I am still no closer to finding the abbot's remains. Unless they're down this direction, which is highly likely. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Ah. Abbot John's crypt key. Abbot John's diary. Morality and knowledge. The Stoic would have them as separate as the earth and the sky. I have no such curtain of the hypothetical to guard me. I cannot be happy in doing what must be done, in committing a sin to thwart a greater sin. My letter will be at the court by now. The king shall have no option but to call for an investigation. They will come. I have signed all our death warrants, and I did so with a false name. May God forgive me for my dissimulation and for what is coming here, but may it cleanse us of this strange evil I cannot understand. A fallen angel is a devil. That sounds to me like Abbot John recognized Oberon for what it really was. and in the end could not bring himself to join with his brethren in the Mass. We are the Lake Bandits. Strange place to find this. Oi, maskers, that old jar was pretty, so we took it. Dunno why you mad bastards would pickle an old Ed like that, but it's right weird. We are the Lake Bandits, and don't you forget this isle is our turf too. Take one of ours and we take from you. Come find us in the Boffin's fort up north if you think you're brave. Well, that's another reason to call upon the bunker up north. Aldred's memory.
Do you think the Father Abbot was quite well?
His orders were strange, but these are strange days.
The King's commissioners are already upon the mere. When they find themselves thwarted, they shall not be merciful.
I am afraid. Might we find sanctuary in the crypt with the others?
Father Abbot's words were clear. If we enter, we shall never emerge. And Prior Ignatius intends some ritual in there. I doubt its purity. Must we be privy to that?
Ignatius also intends that all shall die there by their own hands. A terrible sin. Better that than torture at the hands of the Christians. I have brewed a distillate of nightshade, sufficient for 3 draughts. We shall have nothing to do with Ignatius and whatever he intends. All the others, all their angels.
Then I will go with you. Are you prepared, Brother Osborne? We must be united in our purpose until the end.
In truth, I am not, but I know my duty. I shall drink my measure of the fatal draught. We shall be joined in purpose, in death as in life, and God forgive us the act.
Then let us hie unto the crypt immediately. In vigorous action we shall find certainty.
May our deaths be the end of this. May our truths die with us.
Well, it looks like Abbot John wasn't the only member of the monk's order that was leery of Oberon. And these poor bastards poisoned themselves rather than join with the Mass. Very interesting. There was a third. Did I look at him? And I did look at him. Yeah, because he's not got anything in his inventory. I looked at him. Now, to see if we can find our way out. Whatever that was, I don't think I want to go near it. I'm glad I fully upgraded my weapons before I went to take down Oberon. And now it looks like we have a lead, another lead, taking us northward. What was that? Oh, that's the trader camp. I don't know why it keeps reminding me that's there. I know it's there. Well, it's either your torch or your gun. You don't get both. So they pickled the abbot's head and put it in a jar. That is most decidedly macabre. Oh well. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Cheers.